or how you're invested in things. Because when I was younger, it was definitely, you know, gun for hire, right? And it was how guitar will travel situation. And so, you know, you walked in the recording process, and you leave. Have fun with that. See it, you know. And now, you know, the last, you know, several years of my career being involved much more on the back end and kind of seeing things to the finish line, so to speak, and a different part of that. And then now also on this, you know, publishing and developmental side, coming in on things on the very front end, right? It's like it's the startup equivalent of a young artist. It's where you see some talent there and you see a person you want to invest in, but there's a long way to go before anybody else maybe cares, and there's a lot of infrastructure to build and all those kinds of things. And so that does become a much more like around the clock kind of thing, and there's things to keep in mind and to be aware of when you're not on the clock. That's still a part of it. That certainly has you know gone into the change in my perspective for all of it.
Is there any thrill in that for you, the business side of it?
The thrill for me kind of comes from, and it's always been this way, it's definitely come from recognition by and from your peers. So, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and say that money doesn't matter. We all have to pay our bills, right? You know, pats on the back doesn't keep the electricity on, right? So it's not just for the love, it's obviously the way I make a living and provide for my family and all that kind of stuff. But more so than an album or a project or a song coming out and being, you know, very successful, for me, the things that I like live for and cherish and that honestly put the most in my tank is like a peer saying, hey man, just want to tell you that thing is really good. You know, or you did really good work on that. You know, I think that's
other people who are living and breathing it, recognizing it in you.
That's always been a thing for me, and was a big reason why I shifted from the touring world to the recording world, because I just kind of realized, like, man, I'm not getting anything in my tank from, you know, this crowd of people who I don't know and, you know, don't really know me, you know, clapping or their applause. It's not really like doing anything to make me feel good about where I'm at, but you know, the part of I want to be around artists and peers, and in a certain sense, you know, heroes. You know, it's like I've always said it was like, you know, I wanted to play for the Yankees, right? And then where I was fortunate in my career is like once I was like, man, I want to play for the Yankees. I want to play for the Yankees, and then I got there and was able to play for the Yankees, and all of my heroes were still on the team, right? See, you know, for me, I got to experience that thing hugely, where it was like, shit, man, I'm playing with Jeter, like, you know, whoever, you know, the equivalent of those things musically, and those people kind of patting me on the back, you know, does a good throw, you know, that kind of stuff. That's what, that incited, especially that period in time, again, where we talked about where I was just kind of like really going hard. That was the stuff that was like,